This video is for everyone who is suffering from hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's, and other autoimmune diseases. Also, it includes some weight loss and fat metabolism knowledge in the video, so do watch it completely. Now, you first need to know your TPO and ADG levels when you get your TSH test done. In the medical world, they would say, why do you even need that test? But that test exists for a reason. And you need to get the test done so that you could know if you have Hashimoto's or if you have normal thyroidism. Because if you have Hashimoto's, it's an autoimmune disease, and the lifestyle medicine and lifestyle factors to cure the root of it would be very different than hypo or hyperthyroidism. Because you already have, if you have hypo, because if you already have an autoimmune disease like Hashimoto's, what is it taking to spread it out in your entire body and affect other areas? It could soon turn into rheumatoid arthritis. So if you are not making lifestyle changes as such, and you're still thinking that it is just hypothyroidism, you're at a very fatal stage of developing other autoimmune diseases. And that is why you need to get a test done. You need to see if your T4 is getting converted into T3 effectively. Now, when you have any kind of thyroid issue, what do you feel? How do you feel? You feel weakness, you feel fatigued, you feel constantly bloated if it is, stemming from gut issues. And most people today who have thyroid, any kind of thyroid problem, suffers from either leaky gut syndrome or other gut issues. They oscillate between IBS, diarrhea, constipation, and or they are chronically stressed. Stress has a very important role in developing hypo or hyperthyroidism or any condition which affects thyroxine production. Think of hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism as an endocrine hormonal problem, because it is the problems of hormones. It's a hormonal imbalance. You need to look at as such. There's xenoestrogens, there's BPA, there's these chemicals in your forever perfumes, in your cars, in your bedrooms. You hang those perfumes and you inhale them. All of this actually constitute to it. So instead of these artificial perfumes, what you can do is actually have real lavender flowers in your cars or in your bedroom. Change them every day. You can either have essential oils, jasmine, rose essential, lemongrass essential oils, even some diffusers, humidifiers, if you could. Now, again, coming back to the production of thyroxine. There's one big myth that you don't have to eat cruciferous vegetables. You absolutely can eat cruciferous vegetables, provided you are eating them cooked. What the heat does when these cruciferous vegetables are cooked is that it makes those goitrogens very less potent than they were actually were when not heated. So you don't have to eat these cruciferous vegetables raw. Cruciferous includes your cabbage, broccoli, kale, cauliflower, spinach even. So there's this thing where people are chugging glasses of green juice, kale juice, broccoli juice. This could do more harm to you than good. Because yes, you can follow these diets. It may work for some time, but it's a thyroid issue after all. You are gonna feel weakness. You're gonna feel fatigue. Your metabolism is already low. That is why even when you eat a small amount of food, you develop that skinny fat look, that abdominal fat, that belly fat, because your body is unable to metabolize fat, and which take us to our next point. When we talk about the thyroid in general, we ought to, look over liver somehow. But your liver health is equally important when you have a thyroid issue. So when the liver health is compromised due to your poor lifestyle, chronic stress, other things, maybe even injury, your liver has a role to convert T4 into T3. Now, this liver, if you are stressing it out with the wrong kind of fats, the alcohol, refined sugar, processed junk, you're just, accumulating those toxins in liver. Liver had the second role to flush out the toxin, but its primary role is actually to convert T3 to T4. Now you need to give the liver the essential condition so that it could do it effectively. So what do you need for liver? You need MCTs, which is your coconut oil or pure ghee, to be added into your diet. We could take 2 to 3 tablespoon of these. You can cook with it. You can, drizzle on top of it. Most people would also want to do selenium. You could do it through basil nuts, pumpkin seeds, sulfur seeds, almonds, walnuts. Or you can either go for supplements if you are unable to take it. And next thing is iodine. Some people cut off iodized salt completely and go with pink Himalayan salt. Everything has its place. So if you are using pink Himalayan salt right now and have a thyroid issue, take iodized salt in proportionate with pink Himalayan salt. Don't go full on iodized, don't go full on pink. Get both and you get both the benefits. Now, iodine is also something you could get from organic food. If you are eating farm grown, straight from the farm, from the soil, it's organic produce you would get iodine from that because iodine is in the soil. But today our soil is so depleted, it's different nutrition value on paper that 100 grams of spinach give you 1 mg of iron. It doesn't in reality. When it comes to you, the iron levels decreases. When it gets cooked, iron level decreases again. And when you absorb, iron level decreases again. So 1 milligram of iron would do nothing. That is why spinach is not really a good source of iron. I don't know why this is circulating everywhere. So the next thing are sleep. If you are not sleeping right, if you're not taking deep rest, actively you are compromising your health, your liver health, your liver is stressed out, and your hormones are stressed out again. You need to be sleeping deeper. You need to get the deep sleep. And how do you get it? You watch the morning sun. You go to do some kind of light exercise. And this is also a point here that if you have thyroid issue, you need to do light exercise. Do not do HIIT because your body need that energy to sustain itself and not to expend it on something, either on a physical workout. Light exercise, but with consistency, will do you more good than high intensity workouts. So you could do, 45 minutes of workout daily, but consistency. Or you could do HIIT for just 3 days, but it is going to be fatal. So don't do HIIT. I just give an example. Now, again, let's talk about what I'm missing here. Stress levels. Yeah. So the stress today, everyone says about don't stress. Everyone is talking about positive thinking. But what is positive thinking actually is? And what is the meaning of this? I mean, why do I don't have to stress? I never got the reason why not to stress. Okay, fine. You said, don't stress. Okay, fine. I won't stress. But tell me the reason why should I not stress? I'm going to tell you the reason why you should not stress. When you stress, how do you feel? That's the biggest indicator if you should or you should not. Discomfort, uncomfortable, not at ease. You want to just do something to the other person, do something to yourself, pick that thing up and throw them on. Some kind of reaction, right? But how do you feel? You feel bad, you feel agitated. Does it give you a feeling of goodness? No, it doesn't. That is a very sign that stress is something you should not do. The second, this is a documented thing. This is not just philosophy. It's actually physics and it is science. Every thought, every word, every vibration you create has energy, right? And that energy travels to your entire body. So when you create stress, it actually depletes you of essential nutrients. It constricts your blood vessels. It shut down your function. It shut down your digestive function. It shut down mostly everything inside your body except our heartbeat. It, in turn, increases your heartbeat. That is the very sign of creating stress, and it comes out into our biology, into our physiology, in physical realm where your heart starts beating rapidly because you just created stress. Could you see if that stress could make your heart beat faster? How it could impact all of your body. Your brain has at least 10 lakh, 10,000. It's something like 10 lakh thousand cells. And those 10 lakh thousand cells are connected. I'm thinking I'm not saying the right figure here, but it is something like this. There's a vast majority of cells. So these, let's just say if it is 10 lakh thousand cells, those are connected to 10,000 another cells in the entire body. And that signals travels all over. And now when you create stress, your body receives that signals and works on it. And this is a well documented fact that the most of disorders are psychosomatic disorders, meaning it was created due to our emotional well-being being so low. Everyone is talking about this. Your cardiologist may have suggested you, your nutritionist, but why is that you have no now? And again, stress is not giving you the optimal results. Are you really seeing the result you wanted when you create stress? I mean, if you're getting angry on someone, if some person is the creator of your stress, if the situation is that, even if you create stress, do you get your thing done? Even if that thing done, you still not feel good. Your relationships suffer, your sleep suffer when you go to your home, your family. Then also, you could see what that stress brings. You wanted a calm and peaceful life. Are you taking actions to be peaceful? So what could help here? Meditation can help. Affirmations can help. Connecting with the nature can help. Understanding the art of thinking will definitely help. Now, we have talked mostly about everything here. The last thing which is missing is the gluten and dairy. Most people who are having thyroid issues may be intolerant to gluten and dairy. Most people today living are not even aware that they're celiac or they're lactose intolerant until they find out with some symptoms coming up. So you should definitely avoid gluten and the dairy, the processed dairy, the conventional dairy. If you are getting raw, organic, ethically sourced milk, go for it. But definitely avoid gluten. And also, if you are thinking, oh, I'm not going to eat wheat, but I'm going to eat this pearl millet, this bajra roti, also avoid bajra. You can have onion millet, little millet, koro millet, and for the dairy part, you may choose, plant-based milk, except soy. Do not eat soy. Soy is not good for any condition, let alone thyroid. And the last thing I'll end the video after this is your medications. Now, I do not work in the alternative field. I work in lifestyle medicine and preventive health care. It's an integrative approach. So I'm not saying you do not take our medications. We work with doctors. We have a team of doctors. And definitely take your medicines. Keep your doctor in the loop. But would medicine cure your thyroid or the thyroid issues? Absolutely no. It would just mask the symptoms of it. It would not cure it from the root cause. But lifestyle medicine, this is why I practice it, because it looks at the root cause of your problem. So when you address the root cause and you're making lifestyle changes and eating your medication as provided by your doctor, you are gonna, get that down. And this is not me saying, this is not me just boasting. It's the, I think, lakhs or millions of people who has reversed their thyroid and other issues without medications with lifestyle changes. And you can be the one of them. And this is very possible. I mean, there's so many people. And it is just a small issue. It's a hormonal imbalance only. And you'll get through it. You'll get through it. So let's say, and you don't have to stop your medications right now. Your doctor in the loop, and they would definitely get you lower dose when you follow these lifestyle changes. Let's say you are having 150 mg dose, then you'll get to 125, 100, maybe 75, 50, 25, 12.5, and then maybe 5. You may need to do 5 for 3 months, and then your doctor will put you off and see if you are doing better even without that 5 mg dose. And if you are, voila, you get it. You are ready. I mean, you just reversed it. You put it in the remission. I mean, I'm not here to tell you that. There are so many proofs today, and people are doing it. Do you want to miss out on that? If we just wanted to, eat medication and don't work on ourselves, I mean, I'm sorry, I just wasted your time. This video was not for you. I should have told you in the start. But all right, this channel is all about that. How you do it with medications, but making the right lifestyle changes. And if you even have came this far, well, you know what you need to do for the future. That is it. Thank you. Thank you for watching.